What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another segment of the barbecue. Today is Saturday, so we are doing our Saturday selection show for college football. Thursday and Friday have been absolutely amazing already. I can't wait to see what this college football season has in store for us. DP is unfortunately can't be with us today. He's at a wedding, but we still got to have the show. We still got to make our picks. We were both 4-0 yesterday. I won a big parlay. It was pretty awesome. Shout out to Louisville for coming back and winning that game for me. But yeah, we're gonna do our selection show, and then we're gonna do our my locks for today as well. We are gonna go off of the ESPN college pick'ems. Don't be afraid to join our group at the barbecue at the barbecue 561. See how you do compared to me and Daniel Parr. But yeah, let's get it going. My locks for today, I got Virginia plus 28 over Tennessee. Now, I know I said Tennessee was my favorite in the SEC this year. They're a dark horse, and I can't believe that nobody's talking about them. But Virginia is pretty good. They normally have a pretty good defense, and after that tragedy they had last year with the players getting shot on the bus, I think they're going to bounce back and really want to put a name to their program this year. But yeah, and I think also Tennessee might start out a little slow after having a great year last year, after having a great bowl game. So I'm gonna take the points with Virginia plus 28.5. I think that's pretty much a lock. That's pretty much a lock. And then also I like Illinois -9. Illinois played great last year in the Big Ten. They're playing against Toledo. Now Toledo is a run and gun style team. They're gonna put up a lot of points, but I think Illinois is just gonna put it on them some more. So I'll take the -9 there, and then Army -9 as well versus Louisiana Monroe. Army's a very disciplined team. They're playing against Louisiana Monroe, that is a smaller school, is hit or miss every year. I mean, they win like 6 games in their conference, but I just like they run that wing T offense, which is very tough to stop. And like I said, they're very disciplined. So I'm gonna go with the -9. I think they cover that as well. And now let's get to the pick'ems. The first game they got on the pick'em is Fresno State versus Purdue. Now, if you were taking the spread, it was 4, and I would definitely take that 4. I think Purdue is normally a pretty solid team. They're normally pretty well coached. I know they lost some players last year. They lost their star wide receiver, and they lost, I believe, their quarterback. But I would take the -4. Fresno State's normally a pretty good team, but them flying across the country and playing against Purdue at an early game at a 12 o'clock slot, I just don't like it. I'm going to take Purdue, and I would take Purdue -4 as well if you were taking the spread. Next, we got Colorado versus TCU, Coach Prime's first game. I love this game. I can't wait to watch it. The spread is -21 if you were looking at that. But yeah, I would take TCU if you're going straight up on the pick'ems. But if you're going spread, I think I like the -21. I think Colorado is gonna be a force to be reckoned with in years coming down the road when Prime finally gets his prospects and gets his recruits in. I think he'll do a great job there. But I think that for a first game, this is a tough one for him at TCU after coming off of a great run last year, making it to the college football playoff. I like TCU even though they lost some Mad Max, Quentin Johnson, and Keandre Miller. But yeah, I'm still going with TCU, but I'll take the +21 on the points for Colorado. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think, and I think Prime has his team ready to go. Next, we got Cal versus North Texas at North Texas. The spread is -5 Cal. If you're paying attention to that, I would go Cal for the money line on the pick'em. If you're gonna go in that route, if you're looking at spread, I think I would still take the -5. Cal's a bigger Power 5 school, and then you got North Texas that is not really normally that great. I know they had a good team last year. I'm not really familiar with them this year, They might have a lot of people coming back. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Power Five team, and I'm gonna go Cal, and I think they cover that -5 spread as well. Next, we got UTSA versus Houston. I can't wait to watch this game too. There's going to be a lot of points scored. Houston's a fun team, a very pass heavy, very pass oriented team. They're run and gun. They love to put the points up. And then UTSA had a great year last year. They have a great team this year. I think that UTSA is going to win. They're going to keep strong, and after last year, they're Conference USA favorites this year, and I really like that team. I really like what I saw last year. I like they got a lot of returning players, and I just think that they're just gonna keep rolling from last year. And the spread is -2 UTSA, so I would take the spread on that too. Yeah, I know Houston's normally really good, and they put up a lot of points, but I just think this is UTSA's year, and being at FAU, I'm a big Conference USA guy, so I'm going with the Conference USA team. Then we got Army versus Louisiana Monroe, -9. I already told you this is my lock, so obviously I'm going with Army. Like I said, very disciplined team. They run that offense that is very hard to predict and stop. I just think they're going to grind it out, and they'll cover that spread, and they're going to win that game against the Louisiana Monroe. Next, we got Toledo versus Illinois. Obviously, this was my lock as well, so I'm going to Illinois, -9 against Toledo. Toledo, a very fast-paced team. They always run that read option. Normally have a really fast quarterback, but I like what I saw last year from Illinois, and I think that they're going to might be a sleeper in the Big Ten this year, so I got them -9. Next, we got West Virginia versus Penn State. The spread is -21 Penn State, and I'm taking that spread, and I'm taking Penn State. Penn State is going to be really good this year. I can't wait to watch this team play. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I'm a big Altoona guy. Love Penn State. And yeah, I think they're just going to absolutely demolish West Virginia. I know it's not the backyard brawl against Pitt, but it's still a little bit of a rivalry, and they're going to want to put some points on them, and they're gonna destroy them today, I believe. Then we got South Alabama versus Tulane. This is another good game. South Alabama had a really good year last year. Tulane had an amazing year last year. They got the quarterback Pratt, who is just phenomenal. He's coming back. I think it's for his 6th or 7th year though, but who cares? That's just how college football is nowadays. But the spread is 6.5, and it's tough because I think this game's going to be really close. But I'm going to take Tulane, and I'm going to take the -6.5 just because of how good they did last year. I love their quarterback. He makes great decisions. He didn't want to stay for one more year to try to put Tulane more on the map, and I think that he's going to do it. And a shout out to those jerseys. Those jerseys, powder blue jerseys, are phenomenal. So I'm taking Tulane, and I'm taking the -6.5 as well. And then we got Northwestern versus Rutgers, -6. I don't know why they have this one on here because this game's actually tomorrow, but because it's on the ESPN College Football Pick'em, we're going to roll with it. I'm going to go Rutgers -6. And I'm taking Rutgers money line too, but yeah, I just think Northwestern has too much going on off the field. Pat Fitzgerald was fired for the hazing, so I don't know. I think they got too much going on. They got the new head coach. I don't think they're just ready to play football just yet. So Rutgers is normally not that great, but I'm gonna take the Rutgers. I'm gonna take the -6 as well. And then the last game for the college football pick'em, we got our game of the week. We got South Carolina versus North Carolina. Battle of the Carolinas in Charlotte. It's going to be a good game. This is awesome matchup. Two great quarterbacks, Spencer Rattler, and we got Drake May. North Carolina should be a beast in the ACC, and I think that South Carolina is kind of a sleeper, especially in the SEC East. They absolutely ran the table the second half of the year. They beat Tennessee at the end of the year. They absolutely destroyed. They actually absolutely showed out in their bowl game last year. So, with that being said, the spread is Minus 2.5 North Carolina. I know it was switched. It was minus 2.5 South Carolina. Now it's minus 2.5 North Carolina. There's a lot of people that must be betting heavy on North Carolina, but I am going with the South Carolina Gamecocks, baby. The South Carolina Gamecocks. I think that Spencer Rattler is just going to absolutely show out. SEC schools normally dominate in these opening games, and I just really like what I've been seeing from the Gamecocks, especially the second half of the year. And didn't think Spencer Rattler got a fair shot at Oklahoma, so he's playing with that chip on his shoulder. And I got the Gamecocks winning this one, and I got them plus 2.5. I would take that all day. That's also it would be one of my locks, but I didn't want to give away what hat I was picking. So let me know what you guys think. We're gonna do a recap tomorrow with DP. Hopefully, from this college football, we can make our picks for the Sunday games. Can't wait. That FSU LSU game should be absolutely amazing. 5 versus 8. Can't wait to tune into that. But hopefully, you guys win some money.